Is coalition politics a boon or a bane in democratic India? The current crisis in Maharashtra, where the Mahavikas Aghadi government, consisting of Shiv Sena, Nationalist Congress and Sonia Gandhi-headed Congress, once again brings to the table the unresolved debate. Does coalition politics suit one of the biggest democracies like India? Ironically, the coalition politics began in the country with the Janata Party experiment enunciated by Jayaprakash Narayan of the Socialist Party to dethrone undemocratic and dictatorial Indira Gandhi in 1977. Jayaprakash Narayan, who is fondly known as JP, succeeded in bringing together parties with different ideological mindsets and named it as Janata Party. However, it could not last long. Yet, the experiment was given a try at the center with new permutations and combinations and failed. Such experiments, even at the state level, proved disastrous for the dynasty entity like Congress. And such a curse continues to haunt and destroy the so-called nationalist parties with those opposing dynasts from time to time, splitting the party into splinter groups. Now it is considered a decaying party, losing its sight and reduced to a regional party kind with just 44 members in the Lok Sabha. The idea of coalition politics has thus far proved a failure and forced the Indian electorate to realize that such experiments only lead to chaotic situations and bring the overall development of a nation to a grinding halt. Now it is loud and clear to the Indian electorate that in a large democracy, coalition politics has no place. Even the mushrooming of regional parties on region or caste or religion based is proving more and more dangerous to the security fabric of the country. The Maharashtra crisis should be an eye-opener to the autonomous constitutional body like the Election Commission of India to relook into de-recognizing all those castes as well as religious-based parties which are posing a serious threat to divide the country yet again. Coming back to the Maharashtra crisis, the coalition experiment once again proved disastrous as it was an unholy alliance of parties with divergent ideologies. Shiv Sena has to blame itself for the present chaos, knowing well that their party's ideology just cannot gel well with the other coalition parties, NCP and Congress. While the Shiv Sena was founded by the late Bala Saheb Thackeray to protect the interests of majority Hindus and the Hindutva ideology, both its coalition partners with whom it decided to join hands unknown for their appeasement as well as opportunistic politics. Why do we say this? Every Indian electorate is well aware of, barring a few blind bucks of the fake Gandhi dynasty, how it compromised to become a secular state, though the country was divided based on religion when Jinnah opted for a separate nation for Muslims. And the Congress, with its short-sighted and vote-bank politics, patronized all those few Muslims, a negligible 3 to 4%, and allowed their population multiples in its 6-decade-long rule to challenge the majority Hindus. If that is the case for Congress, and then what was the ideology of NCP and how it was born? Is it true that the former Congressman Sharad Pawar, who chose to walk out of that party, opposing the foreign origin identity of Sonia Gandhi, when conveniently overlooked his and Pranab Mukherjee's seniority in the party to consider as Prime Minister candidate of the UPA-1 alliance? That being the case, why did Uddhav Thackeray choose to backstab though his pre-poll alliance with BJP got a clear majority in the 2019 elections? Is it not for his personal greed to grab CM's gaddi, though his party has already won just 55 MLAs? Doesn't he know how their coalition has indeed worked wonders in their first stint from 1995 to 99 and later from 2014 to 2019, as their ideologies are the same to pursue its Hindutva agenda? Can Uddhav dare deny his father's commitment not to deviate from his beliefs, and even declared that his party would never join hands with a rogue party like the Congress. How can one be blind to the claim of his late father boasting of demolishing the Babri Masjid in just 15 minutes to realize his dream to promote Hindutva ideology, as well as fulfill the aspirations of the majority of Hindus to construct a massive Ram Mandir at Ayodhya, the Lord Ram's birthplace? In that backdrop, his dirty, opportunistic politics were unable to fathom by those true followers of late Bal Thackeray within the party. Hence, Eknath Shinde, a hardcore follower of the party's founder, perhaps thought enough is enough of Uddhav's power-hungry politics and revolted by mobilizing a considerable number of party MLAs to split the party. He seemed to have realized that if the nonsense of Uddhav Thackre's style of politics is allowed any more, then the Shiv Sena may get wiped out in the next assembly elections from the state political canvas, which looks more or less turning out to be a reality. As of now, he apparently got 36 MLAs who signed a resolution appointing him, that is Eknath Shinde, as their group leader. They also reportedly sought Governor Bhagwat Singh Koshyari's audience, who tested COVID-19 positive and agreed to a video conference for parading all rebel MLAs, who also consider a couple of ministers. Contrary to this, a crestfallen Uddhav Thackeray, realizing he lost the plot, chose to be apologetic and played a victim card in his Facebook Live address to his state people. He hinted that he is ready to relinquish Chief Minister's office as well as give up even the party chief. He even said he is willing to leave the official residence soon. He also wanted any of the rebel Shiv Sena MLA to come and ask him to resign on his face. Where is the need for the rebels to travel as far as Guwahati to say that? What does that mean? A clear admission that the fall of the MVA government in Maharashtra is now loud and clear, as Uddhav Thackeray has given up the fight and hopes to reiterate not once but many times on vacating the CM's residence. Considering the unpalatable situation, Uddhav Thackeray had also gone to the extent of offering the rebel leader Eknath Shinde, which was reportedly turned down by the latter. Now, the decks seem to have been cleared for the BJP to form the next government with the help of the new Shiv Sena bloc, that's for sure. This is MS Purthy for Orange News 9 TV.